Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Livehour, YouTube's premier off the clock appliance repair talk for off the clock appliance repair techs. I'm your host with the most, Brother B, and you could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me, and I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special one. We have a special one. We have a special one. 20K subscriber. We right there. We right there. We hoping to have it before the show is up. We only need 22. We only need 22. But ladies and gentlemen, I won't bore you with my, presence. I decided to bring the MVP of this channel along. He doesn't normally partake in these late night shenanigans like yours truly. But with the 20K subscriber anniversary, it's only right that I bring in the MVP, the do it all, the Swiss Army knife to this operation. The one, the only, Brother Rick.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey. Welcome, brother.
Everything good?
We did it, man. 20K.
Yeah, that's a milestone, man.
Cheers to that.
I drink, but I don't have a drink here.
Oh, well, don't worry. This is a shy tea. But anyway, brother, we did it. 20K.
Yeah, man. And
It seems like just yesterday. I stumbled in your office. Again, you had this amazing channel that at the time you were aiding me, whether you knew it or not, in my professional development. You were aiding me in my SEAL system development. And you had this one video, and you were like, yeah, I'm old school, I like to feel here and feel there. And I was just writing notes. And man, I absorbed everything you said. I watched your videos. I would even leave comments. And then all of a sudden, I didn't see any of your videos. Fortunately, there was one of your students. Man, I'm gonna look his name up, because if it wasn't for him, none of this would be possible. But he was like, hey, look, that guy Rick, because he was watching my channel too. And he was like, look, the guy you trying to get a hold of, because I had shouted you out. I was like, man, they shut this guy's channel down. He was amazing. I didn't know you. But he was like, look, the guy you're referring to, he teaches right down the street from you. And I'm like, really? And I'm like, you think he'll let me, meet him? Can you, set up that meeting? And he was like, no problem, whatever. He called me back later. He was like, yeah, the guy says come. My professor. And I was like, yeah, all right, cool. And I ain't
I
never.
forgot who that student was that did that, but
I'm gonna look his YouTube name up. But anyway, I pull up to Miami Lakes, and man, you were giving a lecture. I walk into this. This is the first time I step into Miami Lakes Technical Facility Institute. I walk into this and I see all these appliances and these guys, and they're working and stuff. But as I'm walking through the corridor, I'm seeing some guys scratching their head, trying to piece things together. And the natural teacher in me was like, hey, bro, if you need a hand, look, if you put this here and woo woo, and I would go station to station before I got to you. And it's like, finally, I met you in the flesh. I couldn't believe. Can I say something and you not kill me?
whatever you want, bro.
All right, cool. Man, I still have, but I had this like impression of you. Cause man, you were so like a genius, and I thought you were gonna be like this really, really, really tall guy.
You taller than me, bro.
And I meet you, and I'm like, you're him? Oh, it's so nice to meet you, man. Whoop de whoop. And I tell you my vision. At the time, I'm already about 1,500 subscribers into YouTube. And I'm piecing together my first hands-on SEAL system training. Now, granted, When
Oh,
I
no,
see her videos, I said to myself, man, I don't know who this guy is, but I gotta get him to participate in what I got going on. It would just add more credentials. It will add more ah, finesse, if you will, legitimacy. So I went to you and I gave you my pitch. Look, I'm this YouTuber, whoop de woo. And for a minute I thought you was looking at me like, what's this guy on? What kind of drugs is this guy on? When I brought up the money, and I'm like, but I'm charging X amount. I got X amount of students, and if you join me, I'll pay you X amount. And it's only a weekend class, and then the light bulb went off in your head. And this is my recollection of it. I'll definitely let you get yours off, but you joined me. We went to the flea market. We built the chemistry. I guess you saw how raw and in shape. I guess you saw how much I needed molding, and your heart went out like, this guy got a good intention. Let me help him out. And it was the goodness of you that you stuck around. Although you gave me some parameters to operate within, and I've been doing my best too. But I definitely said I got to do whatever I got to do to get you to be a part of this. And here we are, 20K subscribers later. I say about 5 years into this thing, and we did it, man. This is a milestone. I think I'm
yeah,
gonna get a wood YouTube plaque, not the platinum one, but the wood one, because 20K in the appliance repair realm. And granted, we're not teaching do-it-yourselfers. We're tech to tech. But
yeah.
brother, I don't want to hog up all of the mic, man. Go ahead, man, and tell your recollection of it. What's your
Well,
journey been?
everything you said was spot on. That flea market thing, guys, if you, I, I struggle because it was like a small little jewelry store in the middle of like an outdoor flea market, but it was inside, air conditioned, whatever. It was what it was, and you could hear music playing in the corner from another booth down the way, but we made it work, and I think the guys still enjoyed the class because they still got the hands on and learned, and it's like you're not always going to be in a perfect environment in someone's house. They probably got better experience than half the guys in our school because in the school, oh, I need this, oh, we'll walk over to the cabinet and get it, but in the flea market, I need this, oh, we got to go out to the truck and go get it and bring it in. That was more reward than anything. So you learned how to fix a refrigerator, but you also learned how to do it like if you're in someone's house or out on a job site doing it.
Brother, it's been 5 years, man. That was the past. We came a long way. Um, we started putting together bi-weekly courses. We experimented on hands-on events. We went from 4 days to weekends to now what we doing. Like we just experimented so much. We took a lot of losses. We did take some wins, but for 5 years, man, I think we're in our rudimentary phase, man. But I think we definitely left a digital imprint
It's
on the
been five
appliance repair
years.
sphere.
It's been 5 years. No
In
way.
5 years, man. Yeah,
No
yeah.
way. I thought it was three. I don't know. You lose track of time, man.
Well,
But
that's the present. I mean, that's the past, man. So let's talk present, man. What's going on with you, man? How you been?
oh man, just working, working. I've been doing a lot of things at TMM. I got some new things to show and things that I'm working on. Hopefully, start to be releasing in February. At least some beta versions of what I'm doing. But I got a lot of good ideas, and you got some good ideas, and whenever you're ready to spill the beans, let's spill it.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead and share your screen. Let's bring that up. Show me what you're working on.
Okay, this is a PowerPoint presentation I put together, but this wasn't the main thing. I first want to bring this up, and this PowerPoint was, just like how to read diagrams, basic, if someone doesn't know anything about diagrams and how to bring it up. And it's going to have a working component. But the PowerPoint isn't what I was building. The PowerPoint is to go with what I'm building. In other words, let me bring up the next segment here. On our website here, you'll see a new tab that it's not available for everyone yet, but it's called Program List. Before I had a self study program here, and I'll just bring it up on refrigeration. And it was a bunch of web pages, and you had chapters, and you had to go someplace else to take the test. And I put this on the website as a beta version. It's really good information. It was there for our members to go through and teach them what refrigeration is and pressures and temperatures, and really, really good content. But the way it was structured wasn't the best way as a teaching environment. So I'm just going to go show you that now. If you click on Program List, it is password protected right now. Um, I have two programs here that I'm working on, and I'll go into one of them here, which is the refrigerator one. This is basically what you saw on the web page, but again, this is not complete. So instead of having my videos, which are 45 minutes, hour long videos in the middle of learning, I am starting to record 2, 3, maybe 4 minute videos. So as you're going through some of the slides, you're going to have to stop and watch a video of me explaining that slide to you instead of you just reading a book and learning. So this is actually running through the program right now. You have to click start to go to the next page and so forth. And in chapter one here, we got 7 chapters. In chapter one, I have 15 steps. I have 15 different slides. You go to the next step here, and then you start learning about refrigeration. And then after a couple of them, then you would have to stop and take a quiz and answer some questions related on this. And then eventually I'll embed tests at the end of the chapter. So these chapters are up and the material's there, but I haven't got my videos, uh, all of them recorded and edited to expand on this because I don't want to make it just a page where you go and you read. I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at the screen, but this is one of them that I'm building. And the PowerPoint was to go with the video that I'm editing, because if you go back to that program list, I have reading wiring diagrams. And right now I only have 9 steps in there, and I don't have a lot of information in there yet. But in here, as you're going and learning, you're going to see a 1 or 2 minute video, 3 minute video of me explaining this circuit and what you're supposed to be learning on it before you go to the next slide. So our learning program now is becoming more interactive instead of just reading a web page and that's it. And you could just go page by page. And I don't have all the images up here and everything else because I was doing the refrigeration one and now I'm working on the basic electricity. And so now here's another thing that I'm building. Something called CMS. It's part of Wix and it's part of our collection, and I'm still learning how to develop it. But I thought, you know, anybody needs help. Like they go to a machine and it's got an error code, and there's no diagram in the machine, and they have to go searching for this error code. So I have some people helping me gather all these error codes and technical information. And what I wanted is starting with our website. You can go to our website and you put an error code in, say Whirlpool error code F7E1. And if you see here, for example, fault codes, I had to input all this information. This is for the Whirlpool VMW washer. And this is all the error codes for that washer, a description, the cause, how to check it. And then this is programming. So I'm still learning it. And I'm hoping to have that out in the next month or so as a test version. I don't want to put tons of data in here and then find out something's not working right. So this is another thing that I'm working on for the website and for the members. And I'm not just going to make it for washers. I want to do it for refrigerators, stoves, dryers, microwaves, any appliances I can get my hands on with the error codes and input this data. That's what I'm going to do. So that's all the things that I've been adding to this website. Would you like to take the mic there, Brother B?
That was a handful. That was a handful. But you know what? We had a call the other day come in, right? What's the guy's name? Elad. He was a member. He paid. And brother, I ain't gonna lie. If you take your money and you invest in us, that means something to me. So he had a complaint, which we embrace. Nobody's perfect. So he called me and he said, "Listen, man, I really like y'all program. You guys got a lot. You guys got this. You guys got that. But a lot of it is all over the road. You got this going on. You got that going on." And I explained to him. I said, "Listen, man, we're kind of in our infancy, if you will. Rick works 2 jobs. I work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs. And you know what? We do what we can for this community, and we only charge $25 at the end of the day. With all the videos we've posted, all the behind the scenes, all the paywall, all the bi-weekly, we're not trying to break the bank. And we realize that there's room for improvement. And that's what you're doing now. And I want to give you a special thank you for that. And I just want to let the people know that there definitely will be an improvement on the website. And Rick, now you have more time, right?
Oh yeah, I have a little bit more time, so it's like I'm spending hours at night. I'm doing that coding for the web page diagnostics, and I'm writing the pages and the text and the material for the online learning. And one thing about that online learning is, right now you saw basic electricity and refrigeration. The idea is I'm going to do all platforms. I'm going to have washer, dryer on the website. There's books that I wrote on some of those machines that you can download from the members video section. There's some books that I wrote on induction cooking and everything that you can download. So I'm going to take like that book and those programs and make a complete comprehensive learning. So anybody that's a member that goes through those, we'll send them a PDF version of the book to go with the online hands-on, or not the online hands-on, but the online programs like the diagrams and refrigeration, so that they have something that, you know, if they read it, it's still in the book, but they also have like tests and things that they can take notes, just like as if they're in school reading a chapter out of a book and taking notes out of a book. Um, so it's more than just computer. I want people to be interactive, and I want them to do things as they're doing it. Um, you were talking about today. Can you share my screen for a minute?
Absolutely.
So this here was the machine that the
Can
guy
you
was
wait, wait,
working on.
wait, wait, real quick? Sorry to interrupt you. You have a lot of black in the side. Can you expand it so we can?
Well, it's the way the picture was
There you go.
taken.
More, more, more. You doing good. There you go. Right there is perfect. That's
Okay.
much better.
So, anyways, this was a picture he sent of the machine he was working on, and I guess that you didn't tell everybody's story is that he called you and asked you for help. And then when you found out it was a commercial product, you were like, "Well, I'm not that familiar with it, and maybe you could call me and see if I could help out." And I said, "Sure." And we got the schematic, and I got one or two other pictures here, so I'm going to close this one and go to another one here. And then you got the schematic and everything, and we got a few other images, and we talked him down and talked him through servicing this unit. Here's like some of the relays and everything that's inside of it, and he was able to troubleshoot it. And the funny thing was is that he had told us that he had called someone someplace else for technical support. I'm not going to put the name out there, but they were telling him that, if you want to check this diagram right here on the screen, and I know it's not that clear, but if you want to check this diagram, this is 220 volts. So you put 1 meter lead here and you check ground, and you check the whole circuit that way. And when he told me that, I said, you never check a 220-volt circuit using ground, because you'll get a false reading. And I had in one of the videos on our website, I explained that, I might have to make another one just to explain it again for people that may not have seen it. But anyways, this was the diagram, and we talked him down, and we helped him find out what was wrong with it, where the other people couldn't, and they were supposed to be the ones that were the experts on the product. So, anyways, I think we lost Brother B. Are you still there?
Oh no, 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 no. I'm here. I'm
Oh,
letting you, I'm expanding. I'm giving you the floor. Continue, sir. You was
oh
doing great.
no, I was getting ready to wrap it up, but I thought I lost you because you disappeared from the screen. But anyways, I was glad I was able to help, and I try to help people out the best I can too. Um, it's if you help me, I help you. Not that I'm expecting it, but it's always good to feel good to help other people out too. It's Today I had to go run to Lowe's because one of my students couldn't make it to class last night. And it's lucky the Lowe's is around the corner from my house, but the people in the Lowe's said, "Oh no, he's right over there," so I could give him the homework assignment. And when I come back, the guy says, "Man, I need to commend you, bro." He says, I've never seen a teacher go to a student at work and give him his homework because he couldn't make it to class." And I guess you're the same way, B. I think we both feel the same way about helping people and getting them to learn.
Brother, I wanna talk a little bit if I can. Is that okay?
Mike's open.
I got a good story to tell the audience and you. We started this appliance repair thing, and it's easy to get lost in the schematics. It's easy to get lost in the customer service. It's easy to get lost in, all the stuff that comes with it. But let's talk about what we all here for, and that's to generate a profit. All of this, at the end of the day, is to generate a profit. And with that said, I want to get into a, I want to segue into a story time. Is that okay?
All yours, bro.
We're gonna revisit what you got to say, but I want a story time.
I said what I have to say. I want you to take the mic. I told you, I'm just the passenger. You are the driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, I- sometimes, Brother B, I have a private life. I may want to go out. I may want to do certain things, and I may want to protect myself, and I may want to take a taxi or an Uber. And I speak to people. I go to Home Depot. I speak to people, and I hear so many people talking about how if they can generate more money. And man, I don't be feeling bad, but I be feeling like, damn, I wish I can tell them the secret. And man, Rick, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I asked you how you doing in the present, but I don't know if you asked me how I'm doing in the present. So I'll take the liberty to tell you. Huh. But brother, life is okay, man. Uh, Appliance repair, bro, will take you out of a pinch, man. Uh, you get the right call, you get the right job, you get the right situation, and man, it's lucrative. And with that said, I want to tell you about a Sub-Zero ice maker R290. Did you hear the refrigerant that I said, sir?
Yes, I did. An R290 Sub Zero.
Me and you, we did a training in Marcone, and when we did that training in Marcone, one of the students, his name was Brazil. Now, mind you, that's probably not his real name, but he was Brazilian, and I don't remember his name. So every time I see him, I call him Brazil, and he responded to it. So for all intent and purposes, his name's Brazil. So I'm like, Brazil, how you doing? Whoop de woo, everything all right? He's like, yeah, man, everything's cool. I gave him my number after the class was over. I haven't heard from Brazil in probably, when did we give that Marcone class?
I'd say it's about 7, 8 months ago, maybe, or a little longer. Time passed fast, so I don't remember the exact time we did it.
Brazil called me like 2, 3 weekends ago in his Brazilian accent. And shout out to Brazil. I love Brazil. You know, big fan of the Gracies, UFC, Jiu Jitsu, all of that. But I tell him, Brazil, what's up? And he's like, Brother B, I have an R290 outdoor ice maker I need you to fix. And I'm like, oh, you got the right guy. He told me the evaporator must be changed. I said, oh, Brazil, I got you, man. Don't worry about it. He says, okay, I bring to you, but it is R290. And I said, oh, whatever. You know, me writing in a check that perhaps my rear end couldn't cash. Uh, so whatever. He tells me, how much? Now I'm thinking in my head, ice maker, right? Under the counter, the evaporator coil. I'm thinking like, probably, I don't know, 800, 900. He's like, man, brother B, the other guy said 32. I said, damn, 32. All right, well, let me recalibrate. I said, if you could get it down to my shop and you take it back, I'll do it for 12. Now, mind you, I never set foot on the R290. Are you listening to what I'm saying, Richard Zilka?
Yeah, I was responding to one of the people on YouTube that made a comment,
Shout
but
out to the people on YouTube, but focus, brother,
I'm
focus.
listening exactly what you say. Go ahead.
So, brother, I bring this. Shout out to brother Chris from Chris Hill Installation. I don't know his official business, but he goes up there. He brings the Sub Zero down to the shop. I come down here to the shop and I look at this animal for the first time. And brother, I'm like, run of the mill. Piece of cake. I got this with my eyes closed. He sent me the parts. It was the evaporator coil, but this evaporator coil had like cups, if you will, like circular concaves. If
Like
if
the Scotsman, it sprayed up into it. The
and
Scotsman ice makers had an upside down evaporator.
LG refers to them as the craft ice maker. But I'm like, oh, I got this, no problem. Brother, do you know I took that Sub Zero rear panel off and then I took the kick plate off? And brother, I couldn't find the suction line. I couldn't find they did such an impeccable job of hiding everything. They put it all in the walls. They put foam in around. Like it I couldn't like your R600, you could see discharge, you could see suction, everything right there. But this brother was so tight and foam everywhere and they hid it from me. And I'm like, oh man, what's going on? And brother, I finally find it. I'm an animal. I go online, I look at pictures and whatever. I look at the compressor. I figure out the orientation of it. I'm like, oh, okay, these bastards are trying to hide it from me. No worries. I find it. But when I look, brother, there's a red sticker that says, you cannot. Now let me put you in the background because I got a feeling that you kind of on la la land. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Brother B. There was a sticker, and the sticker said, "You cannot put an access valve. You cannot put a piercing valve because things will go left." I'm paraphrasing. Let me bring my brother back before he gets mad at me. Brother, you there?
I've been here, bro. I'm watching.
So anyway, brother, I said, "Oh my God." I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. Let's go. So, brother, I start taking things apart. You know, these Sub Zeros, you got to take the rear panel off and this and that. Brother, we already committed to this. And this Sub Zero ice maker is about 5 grand. And I already opened it up, cut the capillary, all type of stuff. Like, this got to get done. And I've never done this refrigerant before. So finally, brother, I lined the evaporator up. I put the new filter dryer in. I leave the compressor because it was hermetic. There was no leak. None, there was no integrity compromise to the compressor. Had it been a leak or anything, yes. But they simply didn't like the evaporator coil cups. And I don't even know if I'm saying that word right. But they didn't like that because it was all kind of whatever. They wanted nice, clean, shiny ones. And who am I to say no? Uh,
Hmm.
so I do everything, Rick. Now listen to this. This is where I think I'm gonna die. I never dealt with this refrigerant, so I go to Chat GPT and I say, Chat, this R290, tell me about it. Can you release it? Do you have to recover it? Whatever. Like, tell me what's involved with this. Chat says, listen, R290 is don't play with it. It's an outdoor refrigerant. You don't have to recover it, but it's an outdoor refrigerant. And you know what else it told me? It says if you release it indoor, it has a dangerous characteristic. It lingers, meaning its effects might not be immediate. Brother, am I losing you?
No, it just
No, you're going to
you
the
should,
timeout. Forget it. You're going to the
no,
timeout.
no.
No, no, no. You're going to the timeout. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I take now let me bring my boy back up. He's gonna kill me. I'm just kidding. So anyway, brother, I say to myself, "Oh my God, how do I evacuate this? I never dealt with this refrigerant." Brother, I take the machine outside. I take a fire hydrant, a gallon of water, all type of stuff, brother. Brother, like it took me 3 hours. Nah, I'm joking. It took me 50 minutes to prepare safety wise to the fact that this machine may blow up. I was so scared because, brother, you know what the task involved? I couldn't leave the access valve. I had to
What
pinch, I had to
what
pinch
what
it
kind of valve?
off.
What kind of valve did you put on it? You brazed it in, or you had a bullet valve on it?
No, I brazed it in.
Okay.
And then I had to pinch it. And brother, it was about 11. No, 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 no. 10, 15. And thank God you was up. And I said, brother, I'm in this jam. What do I? And you was like, oh, I do this and I do that. I do two little pinches. And you said all of that, brother, but I couldn't picture it. And then, brother, I go on, and then it was like 10:45. You already went to bed. I wasn't gonna call you at that time. Finally, brother, I went on YouTube. I saw about 13 videos. I pinch, leave the pinch on pliers, and I and look, I turned the unit off. It equalized, and I didn't see the pressures come up on my gauges. I said, "Oh yes, brother." I broke the second pinch off, brother, with every piece of rosemary beads, holy water. I pray to every entity under the sun, brother. I'm ready now to I take some lineman pliers. I pinch off the copper, and brother, I pray. I say, don't blow up the ice maker and don't blow me up. You know what it is for a YouTuber to get blown up by an ice maker dealing with a refrigerant that he don't understand. But brother, I took a lighter, it didn't do anything. I took the torch, I put it near it, it didn't do anything. I said, this is your window, B. Go for it. I took I put and sealed, and I took the pinch plier off, and nothing, brother. It was at that moment, brother, I became an expert. Hit the like button for brother B. Hey, you heard?
Yeah, man.
Hold on, we got some comments, man. Let's read, man. Let's say what's up to the people. All right, Arzu Wenzu, what's good? Okay, we got one of these. All right. Oh, he'll stick to HVAC. I wonder how that's working out for him now that things are cool. If he's in the summer, Michael, what's good? Michael, you good? Jane Bank, you know when he put that post when you was talking about not checking three phase 120 to ground, you always gonna get it. I guess he was responding same with 208.
Yeah, it's the same thing, and it doesn't matter single phase or three phase. So they were talking them through, checking everything to ground, and doesn't matter where the circuit's broken, you're going to get 120 volts or whatever, 110 volts, uh, no matter where the circuit's broke. So that's I don't know why. Maybe the guy never learned how to do that properly. I mean, I made the same mistake when I first tried, and then I realized no, that doesn't work.
There you go. Shout out to Jane Bean 278. Thank you for the comment. Untamed. Man, this guy's been a day one from for
He's
many
been around
years,
forever.
man. Man, Untamed. And you know, I met him in real life multiple times. Cooler than the
Yeah,
other side of the pillow, man. Rick, you over here responding? Okay, what's
yeah.
happening here? What's
It's
good? What's good? Real sync shot. He says, I've been doing appliance repair for about 10 years when my family decided to start a business. It was a long, hard road. Thankful for your videos, Rick. You are a master among masters. Oh no, for sure, Rick. Rick, you're on the what's that?
all okay.
No, no, it's a place where they have like presidents. It's about four of them. Mount Rushmore. You're on the
Uh,
Mount Rushmore of goats and appliance repair, man.
there's washers underneath me.
All right. And he says that I'm a character. Well, thank you, sir. I'm assuming he means that in a good way. And I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you. Octavio says, I've been watching your videos. I can't thank you all enough. You are the best professor. You see, Rick? Getting love, Rick. There you go.
Appreciate it all.
Babber. Babber and man, that's another one. This guy has been forever. Years this guy's been watching us. What's good, Babber? You good? There you go. All right. We're getting love, man. All right, hold on. What's he saying? Did you have nitrogen flowing while soldering? I did not, sir. No, sir.
That was a charged system. You weren't doing that, but
No, no, I did not. I did not. Let's see what real seal system work is the only jobs we have to walk away from. After 10 years of being self taught, we can work on every brand of residential appliance, old to new. Man, a seal system work is where the money is, in my opinion. Brother Rick, can I tell one a mini, a short? Can I tell a YouTube short story? 1 second.
hey, hey, if everybody wants to listen to it, I'm with you.
It's about money. Listen,
Okay.
do you know how much I love that call? Hello, sir. I have a built-in KitchenAid. Hello, sir. I have a built-in Sub-Zero. Hello, sir. I have a Viking. And brother, when they have those compressors up top, that it's the inverter, or like a 20-year-old R12 that you gotta convert to R134A. Man, those are the lotteries. I love those jobs are eight 1400 to 26, anywhere in that ballpark. I love those jobs. Seal
There's-
system is the best. That
Some of
was
these refrigerators are $14,000 refrigerators. I
I
mean, you
feel bad
can.
for this guy, man, walking away, man. That's sad. Brother, you don't have to walk away. Go on over to www.tmmacademics.com and you no longer have to walk away. In fact, you will walk toward them. Just an alternative. All right, what are you saying? Hope to bring to the arsenal. There you go. God bless you. Okay. All right. And we got Angel Perez. Angel, what's up? What's up, Angel? How you doing? Seal System is his favorite, brother. I know that you want to show more of your stuff, and I'm with you. But we we do sell a course. Which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's take this opportunity to go on over to www.tmmacademics.com. And if you go on over to the hands on portion, we have a course coming up. Listen, we talking this money, right? We talking this uh potential for working on LGs that go bad left and right. Rick, R600s that go bad left and right. Built-ins. This is the opportunity that you get to come down to a facility, get hands-on training, learn everything, work with your own individual refrigerator, do your own work with the observance and the monitoring of Brother Richard and I. This program here will add value to you and your company. So, with that said, I'm going to allow Brother Rick to go ahead and tell you, Brother Rick, what can they look forward to? I'm going to take a 1 second to get my charger, all right? Go ahead and tell them what they're going to acquire if they come down
Well,
here.
on the hands-on tab that Brother B said, that's where you can register. But if you go to the courses tab, we have like an agenda of things that are covered. Because a lot of people say, well, if I'm going to go to your class, what are you going to teach in that class? So depending on the class here, for example, sealed system, this says 5 days. It was originally 5 days, but a lot of people can't take 5 days off of work. So we try to condense it into a 3 or 4 day class, usually depending on the experience of the students. We say, if you really understand, oh, I know a compressor evaporator, but I just need to know how to change it, then, you take the smaller class. But if you really say, well, I don't even know what Freon is, and I've never lit a torch in my life, you might want to come for the extra day, because even then we cram a lot of stuff in the day. We do a combination of like classroom training with actual hands-on. And when people sign up for a class like our sealed system class, we don't get brand new refrigerators. We get used refrigerators that could have problems, that we use them for diagnosis. And we try to make sure that every single person in that class has their own refrigerator that they work on, that they don't stand there and watch other people doing the job. So you recover, you remove your old compressor, you reinstall the compressor, you remove the evaporator and change dryer filter, evacuate and charge. All that is taught within our classes. And if you just go on the site here, you get an idea of what we cover for all these different classes. But on our hands-on training are the dates and times that we are offering the classes. And, check them out. And I sent out an email the other day to all our paid members on our site to get an additional 10% off registration for being a member.
Incorporate appliance repair. In 2026, you're going to see a lot of videos at a basic level because I've been talking to people about incorporating appliance repair into their arsenal. Like I mentioned earlier, Rick, people at Home Depot, people at Lowe's, people just looking for extra income. Brother, I'm here to let people know that there is money in this. It's not that be all end all. You're not gonna get rich. In fact, I don't even think it's a good idea to put all of your eggs in this one basket. But if you diversify yourself and you learn appliance repair, you can have a nice 9 to 5 with benefits, fixed income, paid time off, all of these wonderful perks, and have a skill set like appliance repair in your back pocket where you run a couple calls on the weekend, maybe one or two a night. And man, what a force multiplier. This ain't and respect to everybody. Look, we're not lawyers. No, we're not doctors. There's levels to this. We're not at the cream of the crop positions.
But the one thing is you're always going to have work, bro. You're always going to have work. Everybody has 5 or 6 appliances in their house, not one air conditioner or 1 or 2 cars. You go to someone's house and they might call you in another month because the other machine broke, and everybody's got a friend. Once people know you got broke, you know how to fix appliances. Hey, man, I got a problem with my washer. I get asked all the time, can I go look at something? It's like I have said, no, I got somebody I can send. I'll send you something. Hey, brother B, you want to take a call? Because just don't got the time to run calls right now.
Brother, I did a Mila the other day. Mila. Bottom mount um refrigerator. Complaint was um fresh food section was working, but freezer wasn't. Brother, I'm gonna be real with you. I've been doing appliance repair now, probably going on 13, 14 years. And you know what? I never really worked on I've worked on Miele dishwashers. Um hmm. Oh, I've worked on a few of their dryers, but maybe two of their refrigerators. Like they're like Bosch and Thermador. Like I don't really see a lot of them break, which is a good thing, I guess. And if they're watching this, they should send me a check for the promotion. But nonetheless, I get this Miele and they're selling the house. It's Oceanside and it needs to be sold in 7 days. They call me. Now, granted, the machine was about 8,000, 9,000. But like I said, it was a bottom mount. But you know what made it worth even more? That it had the flush panels already installed. Perfect dimensions already installed in in $1 million home. Lord knows what those cabinetries cost. Brother, I don't know everything, but I know the basics and I know theory. And you know what I know? That when I opened up that fresh food, it was working. When I opened up that freezer, I could hear the fan, but I didn't hear the compressor. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the fan, but I didn't see any I didn't see
Frosty.
no frost. I didn't see no frost pattern. I said, "Uh-oh." I pulled the kick panel off. They had two compressors, two inverters, whatever. I said, "Oh boy, which is which?" Blah blah blah. But brother, just thank God, pattern recognition. One of the inverters was nice and shiny and gray. The other one looked like a s'more,
Oh, jeez.
where you
Got that
take a
hot?
graham cracker, marshmallow, and chocolate. That's what the inverter looked like. And I
Oh,
said,
my God.
brother, I checked all three pins on my compressor, verified voltage input, and brother, I gave them a hit in the head so hard, bro. And brother, this is what they said to me. Certainly. When can you get it done? So yeah, we talking 20K subscribers. Yeah, we talking story time. Yeah, we having fun with it. But at the end of the day, appliance repairs is money in this, man. And that's what I'm about. And I know that's what you're about. And
That's our
our job is to bridge the gap to let these guys go into the homes and have the skill set and the confidence to do it. You know what I'm saying? You've made a career out of it. You've been doing it for 40 plus years. Hit the like button for that. But yeah, man, this is a serious matter. Appliance repair pays the bills, man. And hit the like button for appliance repair. You got anything to add?
No, that's good. I think we covered just about everything. Anything else that you want to talk about, but I think we're running out of time here too.
All
I
right,
got to.
let's talk the future. Where we going with this? Cause I got a few announcements we gotta do.
Okay, then go ahead and take the
All
reins.
right, so Rick got these new courses on the website. Please, ladies and gentlemen, go on over to the website. Let's go ahead and add that to the stage. Okay. Again, Rick, talk us through everything one final time. What are we looking at?
Well, these are programs that I'm building currently right now. They're going to be free for all paid members, and when you go through them, it's going to have interactive learning here. It's a complete like learning program online where you read and answer questions. I just have to finish it. Hopefully, releases of this and the wiring diagram one will be up soon. But this is a sample of what I'm building. There's chapter questions, there'll be quizzes, and there's chapters on all different things: basic refrigeration, refrigerants, compressors, sealed system tools. Again, this is only the beginning. I'm trying to build all this as well as a wiring diagram one. And then I have the website page that I'm building also where people can go with error codes and a brand of the product, and they can probably um, find like what was the cause, what's the problem, what to check, how to check it. So that's another thing, and I'm trying to do that across all different brands. And washer, dryer, refrigerator have error codes, how to troubleshoot it, what the problem could be, and things to check. So you could just do that on the website, and eventually, I'm hoping the next step from there is actually to make it an app that people can just download an app on their phone and run that. So those are all the things that I'm working on. And B, you said you had some announcements.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna be going live on a more frequent basis. We have some big interviews coming up. We got vending machine. Uh, I got a guy that's do vending machine repairs. We'll be discussing that. Uh, I got some VIPs behind the scene. I don't want to say their names. They're gonna be coming on the show, and we're just gonna be more in 2026, more involved. Like I said, we had some things going on in 2025, but we're back, and we're here to stay, right, Rick?
Yeah, I do have one more thing I got to show. I forgot one more thing. If you
Talk
give me
about
one
it,
more sec.
please, sir. Please, talk about it.
Okay, in our member video section, we have other videos here that's on the free member site, but just coming up, just so people know, a lot of our free YouTube videos will eventually be put on all our member site, and all new videos, except for a few releases, will go on the public YouTube channel. We're trying to build up our channel. But here is some other things that I did. Brother B did a course on like how to check out boards and everything else. And so this is an actual uh, flyer and some of the stuff that the videos that he did. And then if you go further down, right here on the right hand side, I have some videos on learn diagrams like a boss, but that's not going to be what I put in the diagram page. Then down here, I have books on induction cooking, on washing machines. Now, what this book is like, this washing machine book, this is a basic book. This talks about cycles and detergents and chemicals. And this is the way I learned appliances. It took me 4 or 5 chapters out of a book before I actually touched a washing machine. I had to learn basic electricity, safety, cycles, chemicals like bleach, fabric softener, and all that. So I created a book for the beginner here that goes through all the things. And not only is there a book, but it's designed based on the vertical module washer, even though it shows a front load. But there's a student supplemental book that you can download, and it has chapter questions and other things that you can go through to follow along. And then on top of it, all this stuff for the Whirlpool is I added my Whirlpool BMW series of 3 videos where I have the machine all tore apart, and I talk about the part, talk a little bit about the diagram, and talk about a little bit about testing. And I think in one of those videos, if it's if I'm not mistaken, a guy went on there and said he was the inventor of this washer for Whirlpool, and he really appreciated my video. So I was pretty proud of that. So not only do I have the washer, but I have induction cooktop. You can go in there and you can learn how induction cooktop works. And I have some videos to go along with the book. All this stuff is on our member site that, a lot of people don't even know exists, or they don't know how to get to it. I know it's in the wrong category because I have it under member videos, but right now I'm designing more stuff for the site, and eventually I'll have to redo the entire page once I have all the different things set up. So that's what I wanted to add, Brother B. If you could take over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe. And we can't wait to see you at the 40K. No, 50.
100K, 100K.
Oh man, when we get the 100K, we get the plaque. You heard? I'm gonna go to sleep next to it. But there you have it. Hey, bro, you got any final words? Let's get up out of
No,
here.
man. I appreciate all of you as much as you appreciate us. But, without you, we're just talking to ourselves. So we appreciate everybody.
Well, that brings me to my famous line. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of YouTube's premiere, Off the Clock Appliance Repair Talk for Off the Clock Appliance Repair Techs. We're your hosts with the most, and you could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with us, and we appreciate it. Love, peace, harmony. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night.
Richard, good night, sir.
Take care, bro.
Good, bro. Go to bed, bro.